Hey, what's up everybody? This is fractum-innovations here to demonstrate the basic notoriety component. In this video I'm going to be giving you a basic overview of how the template interacts with the component, and for a more in-depth overview I'm going to be providing a second video. The concept here is to provide a basic wanted level style system similar to those found in games like Grand Theft Auto and No Man's Sky. So the concept is really to implement a basic messaging and notification system that can be determined by team tag and owner ID. Notorious actions are determined by view angle, distance to target, and there are a couple of options that give you the ability to force notifications completely irrelevant to whether or not there are any allies near the target or whether or not any allies actually view the action happening. So to give you a basic idea of that, I'm going to show you the ownership system here. So this box ignores all ally checks, all traces, all view checks, everything like that. As soon as we enter it, we're going to force a steal action that is similar to, say, stealing a can of food out of like a market or something like that. Regardless of whether or not somebody saw you stole the action, we're going to force the notoriety level to increase. As soon as the level increases, you're going to immediately see the reset timer kick in and force us back to Samaritan. Once that happens, we're going to take ownership of the item, and then we're no longer going to be considered notorious for interacting with it. So in this concept here, we're simulating stealing an item and getting away with it, so then that item is now considered yours. So let's go ahead and enter the box. You'll see that we hit wanted level 0, then immediately went back to Samaritan. Now we'll go ahead and enter the box again, and nothing's going to happen. And you'll see here that since the server and I technically have the same team tag, since I haven't implemented my own unique naming system yet, once I enter this box, it's going to be considered owned by the server too. To get past this, you're going to want to go ahead and implement a naming system that gives the server or whatever players connected, say player 1 through 40 or whatever, they all have to have their own unique identifiers, or they're all going to be considered owners of the same objects. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and show you here how another way we can interact with the notoriety system. So we're going to start by entering this box here. It's going to continually add a value to our notoriety level, and then we'll basically start running some other actions after that. So by right now, you can see I'm shooting my gun, and actually just to kind of leave this overlap here to give you a better idea of what's happening, I'm shooting my gun right now, and I'm not getting any value updates or anything like that. But when I enter this box again and reach wanted level 1, I'll kind of show you here that once we reach wanted level 1, we've overridden the behavior now that we're going to go ahead and notify any AI that are near us that we're shooting a gun. So this is going to go ahead and say, hey, any AI here, we need to report this person as notorious. They're all going to report you as notorious and begin reacting based off of that. In the template, they're kind of just going to search for any people with the same player tag because we're all kind of considered on the same team. You can override this behavior based off of how your stack is working. Now you can also notice that we're running a reset timer. It's going to go ahead and drain our value all the way back down, and then once we reach 0, it's going to go ahead and start lowering our level until we reach level 0. So since this one's pretty close, I'll go ahead and let it run out and show you that this works by running the basic reset, and then we also have a box here that's going to force the reset too. And I apologize, there are a couple of bugs right now, so the AI should be shooting at us and rotating to all the targets with the same tag, things like that. That's not working. That will be fixed as well, and then also these texts here aren't displaying properly, as well as the animations for the basic weapon manager. Also, our impulse is not replicating for different objects and things like that, but all those issues will be fixed. But you can see now that our timers hit 0, we've reset our values. Now we can go ahead here and interact with the box. And you can also, in the overview video, there will be, so you saw that we cleared all the way back to Samaritan. I'll show you how to override that as well. So instead of clearing all the way back to Samaritan, we go ahead and just start lowering our level by 1 as well. But that will be covered in the second video here. So once we reach level 1, I'll just go ahead and show you that we can also force a reset through an interaction event as well. Go ahead and shoot the gun, or I guess I don't have any ammo. Shoot the gun again. and then reset it. It's going to go ahead and destroy all the actors, and also fix the bug here where handling the guns being cleaned up isn't working. That'll be fixed in an update as well. None of these bugs with the template are going to really affect how you interact with the component itself. All of those conditions have been tested and are stable in standard use cases. If you do run into any issues, we do have a support website that's going to be linked in the marketplace page, as well as on this video as well. So if you do have issues, go ahead and shoot us a ticket and we'll go ahead and get them taken care of for you. So there's nothing else really here going on in the template for now, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to show you guys the interaction template and how that works, the overview of all the values that you'll be seeing inside the component itself, and then from there you'll have everything tooltipped and documented on our website as well if you have any questions.